Hi everyone, my name is Leah and I'm a first year pre-med student at MCPHS University. I hope everyone's staying safe and practicing that social distancing. I'm here to talk with you guys today about what I miss most about MCPHS, and I would have to say that it's living in Boston. I live in a very rural area, and so being in the city is much different, but I love it. I love being able to experience all the food and be with my friends, but this is only temporary, so next semester when we're back, I'll be back doing those things. So I hope everyone stays safe and everyone have a great day. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Elizabeth. I'm a fourth year student at MCPHS University and a first year student in the PA graduate program at the Boston campus. I'm home in New Hampshire right now and wanted to show what my setup is like for online classes so far. So today I'm doing some pharmacology this morning about cancer treatments and chemotherapies. So our professor uploaded a lecture that we'll listen to and watch along and take notes on my iPad as we go. I also think a good tip is to keep a list of all the things you want to get done for the day so you stay motivated and organized and have some structure in your day. Another tip I have is maybe around lunchtime or in the afternoon, get up and go outside for a walk or a run or do a little exercise to get your body moving. It helps reset your mind. And yeah, so I hope everyone's staying home and staying safe and washing your hands, and have a good rest of your semester online wherever you may be.
Hi everyone, my name is Rachel and I'm a first year student in our graduate PA program at the MCPHS University's Boston campus. I hope everyone is staying healthy and well during this time. I know everyone must miss going outside and seeing their friends every day, which is something that I definitely miss from being at MCPHS. It's been a little weird not being able to study with my friends like in the library or in quiet study, so thank goodness for FaceTime. That's how I've been studying for all of my exams next week. Online learning has been a little bit of a struggle for me, especially because I'm so used to being in Boston all the time. So now that I'm home in Marlborough, I always want to hang out with my family. The university and the PA program has done a great job with asking for our opinions, and they're using those opinions in order to make decisions moving forward. So I really greatly appreciate what they're doing for us. I definitely can't wait for warmer weather. I'm over the winter and the cold temperatures, so I'm excited to spend my summer in Boston. I hope everyone is doing well and have a great rest of the week.
Hi, my name is Henning Anderson and I'm a first year in the Pre-Med and Health Studies program. Tonight I'm going to be showing you my remote learning setup.
My name is Dimple. I'm a fifth year PharmD student at MCPHS University, and today I want to share with you 3 tips on how to successfully tackle virtual learning. My first tip is to get yourself into a routine. I like to start my mornings off by working out early in the morning, and then I like to come downstairs and brew myself a cup of coffee. I have my planner here where I prioritize all my tasks for the day and kind of start my work that way. My second tip is to give yourself a designated work area. I use this kitchen table where I do all my work in the morning. As you can see right now, we're learning about how to treat COVID-19 in cancer patients, so it's very relevant to what's going on in the world right now. And my third tip is to take breaks. So I usually like to change locations and go from the kitchen area to the couch. If I have time, I will likely read a book, or if the weather's nice out, I like to go for walks. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe during these times, and good luck on virtual learning.
Hi guys, my name is Olivia Berg and I'm a first year student in the healthcare management program at MCPHS University. So although we have switched to virtual learning online, I wanted to kind of share one of the things I do miss about living on campus in Boston. So I think the thing I miss the most is my morning walks to school. I would usually always stop to pick up some Starbucks and then head to the library to get some work done. And I really love this being part of my routine because the library was such a great space to collaborate with your peers and to meet up with your friends to get some work done, or in between classes if you had some spare time. So I definitely do miss these moments from living on campus, but in the fall I'll be able to continue this. And with that being said, I hope everyone's staying safe, staying home, and very healthy. And I look forward to hopefully seeing you all on campus in the fall. Thank you.
I miss about MCPHS and how I've been staying busy during this, difficult time. The first thing is the fact that I miss having a study buddy and I miss being in the library and the quiet study spaces and getting work done like that. It has been a transition for me to learn how to study at home and being, home all the time. Because I haven't done that since, high school and all these things. So it's really cool to, transition again to home. But I know it's been difficult, and our professors have actually been helpful with it. So, for example, we've been doing virtual review sessions and discussion posts that we can put our questions on and get them answered just as we would in class. So that's how we've been, doing things. And I do miss being on campus a lot. But it's a difficult time, and we have to deal with it. The second thing I want to tell you guys is how I've been staying busy during this time. Luckily, I work at CVS Pharmacy, and it's honestly an awesome opportunity to be a pharmacy technician helping during this difficult time. A lot of patients are afraid, and a lot of people are scared of this. All of these situations that are happening, and it's really nice to be there and be helpful and be able to help others. And I know it's a difficult time, but we're all gonna get through it. Lastly, I just wanted to mention that for all the accepted students, first thing, congratulations on being accepted. Secondly, you are all on the Facebook, if you're on the Facebook group. I am in there to answer any of your questions about pharmacy, about life, whatever you want to ask, or anything about our campus life, residence life, anything that you can think of. I can help you guys with any questions that you may have before you deposit or before you want to come to MCPHS. That's it for today. Thank you all for tuning in. Bye.
Hi everyone, my name is Abigail and I'm a 5th-year pharmacy student at MCPHS University. With moving online, one thing I definitely will say is that I miss the MCPHS University campus itself. I did a lot of my studying inside Matricaria lobby at the table, so I kind of missed having that space to study. However, I do like that we were able to move online because a lot of my classes were pre-recorded, so now I get to move at my own pace and kind of learn one at a time that's convenient for me. I've actually lived in Boston for the past 5 years, so moving online has allowed me to kind of slowly move home sooner. I was set to move home in May, but now I get to move home a little bit earlier and get to spend more time with my family. With the coronavirus going on, I hope everyone stays safe and healthy, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me.
Hi everyone, my name is Sarah and I am a 4th-year student graduating in the Medical Molecular Biology program at the Boston campus of MCPHS. I am currently just getting off my shift as a CNA. It is one of my last shifts here in Boston too because I'm going home for the summer. And this is one of the things that I'm really grateful for, especially during this quarantine, is the ability to work and the ability to go out and talk to people and talk to my residents and the other nursing staff. That's been one of the greatest things that I've been able to do during this time. I've been able to pick up more shifts than usual. During the regular school year, I generally only work every other weekend, and I usually work 8 hours on Saturday and 8 hours on Sunday. And that works out really, really well for me because that gives me the opportunity to work, to make money, to build these meaningful experiences. In addition to the weekends that I have off, I am able to relax, I'm able to study, I'm able to go home and see my parents, and that's something that I'm incredibly grateful for, as well as the flexibility that I've had working as a CNA in Boston, and my ability to balance both working and doing schoolwork and doing volunteer work as well throughout the week. I definitely have a full plate, but somehow over the 4 years that I've been here, I've been able to manage it, and it's been really, really great. So I hope everyone stays safe and stays happy, and you guys are all staying busy as well, maybe not doing CNA stuff but other things. So bye guys.
Hello, my name is Yoon and I'm a 2nd-year pharmacy student at MCPHS University Boston campus. I know this new transition to online learning is fairly new to a lot of students, including myself, but I'm very thankful that most of the school resources that we have at school are available online and that our professors have been amazing communicating with us. I'm also very grateful that our school decided to pay student workers like myself weekly for the hours that we would have been scheduled for the rest of the semester. That it just shows that our school constantly cares about us, even during challenging times like this. Speaking of challenging times, I hope this ends very soon and that we could go back to the normal life that we had before quarantine. I definitely miss hanging out with my friends on campus and just exploring the city in general. Like, it's Boston. And also, this is so random, but I definitely miss our cafeteria's garlic cheese bread. Ooh, like, it's the best one I've ever had so far. And if you haven't tried it, please do so and let me know. I hope you and your loved ones are in good health, and I can't wait to see a lot of you guys on campus next year.
Hi everyone, my name is Shelton. I'm a fourth year in the Medical and Molecular Bio program at MCPHS University. I wanted to come on here and give you guys 3 tips that I use for remote learning, as well as 3 things that I'm really grateful for in these times. So my tip number 1 is keep to a routine or a schedule. I know you probably heard that a lot, or you've been reading a lot about how it's important to keep to a schedule, but I really think with online learning, it takes a lot of dedication and motivation. So having a list of tasks to do each day and sticking to a routine can really help you stay on track. My second tip is kind of related to that, but it's be understanding with yourself. Like I said, remote learning, it does take a lot of dedication, and for most of us who are at home, it does come with a lot of other responsibilities or distractions that may take away from the time that we would usually dedicate to studying. So it's important to be understanding with yourself when things don't go always according to plan, or schedule a little bit of wiggle room in your routine as well to account for those things. And then my third tip is to stay connected. It's really important that we practice safe social distancing measures, but we really do have the technology to stay connected with one another. Keep up relationships with our friends and family, as well as our study buddies who might be helping us with studying. So make use of those technologies. So 3 things I'm really grateful for. One is that I'm really grateful that our university responded so quickly to COVID-19 and moved to an online learning format. I really do feel that they prioritize our safety and our health, so I'm really grateful for that. Number 2 would be I'm grateful for those technologies. So not only do they let us stay connected with our friends and families, but they also allow for us to continue studying. I'll be graduating this year in May, so it allows me to stay on the same graduation path. And for those who aren't graduating, it doesn't extend their studies by any amount of time because these technologies allow us to continue studying. And then the third thing I'm grateful for is I'm grateful that I get to spend a lot of time at home. I did recently get a golden retriever puppy. She's now 15 weeks old, so she really does take a lot of time and effort to make her into a well-behaved and happy pup. So I'm grateful that I do have all this time to spend with her, and it's been great. So I really hope you guys are staying safe and staying healthy and practicing good social distancing measures. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.
Hey guys, my name is Jacob and I'm a first year nursing student here at MCPHS and I'm from Braintree, Massachusetts. I'm also a brain cell with the admissions office, so you may have seen me on your campus tours, at an accepted students event, or on the Facebook Live that we had a couple weeks ago for the accepted students. First of all, I'd like to say congratulations if you have been accepted to start in the fall. I know that, senior year didn't go quite as much as you expected it to, and things have definitely changed for you guys. However, I just want to let you know MCPHS is super proud of you for everything you've done, and we can't wait to have you starting here with us in the fall. Now that online learning has switched, as you can imagine, it has been a little bit of an adjustment. At first, it was a little scary, not really knowing what's going on, but now, since this has been going on for a couple weeks now, and I've been able to develop a routine, I really have what works best for me laid out every week. So I want to talk to you a little bit about that today. First of all, what I like to say is I like to get about an hour of exercise every day, whether that's going for a walk, going for a jog, or doing at-home exercises. I find that it's very important to do that now that we have all this extra time, making sure you get your physical activity in to stay healthy. And that's something that you couldn't always do at school because you were busy with assignments. But now that e-learning is kind of more do-it-your-own pace type of work, it's a lot easier to get what you want to do done within the day outside of your academics. Another thing that I want to mention is, and that you can do this too if you're doing e-learning for senior year in high school, I also like to write everything out on Monday mornings, right when I get up, that I have to do that week. Usually teachers will post on Mondays what is expected to be done by the end of the week, and I also write out my future assignments. And as I go throughout the week doing my assignments, I usually do 1 or 2 assignments per day, and by Friday or Saturday I'm finished. I like to check them off as I go. I also write down long-term essays that are due or long-term projects that I have a couple weeks to work on, so I can do a little bit each day. So that's definitely something that I recommend, writing everything out at the beginning of your week, right on Monday morning, so that way you can, go at your own pace and check everything off. With that being said, I only have 1 class that requires a virtual meeting, specifically every week on Tuesday and Thursday. But now that that's kind of ending, I can kind of go at my own pace, which is really nice. Also, what I like to talk about is studying for finals. So whether you have a final exam for your high school, I have 2 final exams that are coming up at the last week in April for anatomy and psychology. So it's now that that's approaching, I take a few minutes, maybe 20 to 30 minutes each day studying for one or both of those tests. So that way when the time comes, I'm completely ready. I know the material, and the online final exam should be a breeze for me. I recommend doing that if you have finals in high school that you need to focus on doing to finish up your senior year strong. I know it hasn't gone exactly the way you planned. But other than that, I just wanted to make sure that everyone's staying happy and healthy. You're practicing social distancing as well as good hand washing. And other than that, just hang in there. We're getting through this. We're trying to flatten the curve. And before you know it, you'll be on campus in the fall, ready to start your career. Thank you guys, and have a good day. Bye.